Friends, I am doing a video on some 10 grammar rules. These rules are going to help you in the examinations that you write. Here I discuss with you some 10 sentences in some 10 minutes. If the video extends to some 12-13 minutes, please bear with me. I will try to complete all the 10 sentences in 10 minutes. Here goes the first one. Mohan had the brilliant idea to invite all his friends to his birthday party. The error is idea to invite. Whenever you have idea, you should use of plus V4 after idea. Now the sentence stands brilliant idea of inviting. Second sentence. He is being trained to look after ill children. The error is ill. We should use sick. Why? The reason is ordinarily ill comes after the verb and sick, which is an adjective, comes before the noun or after the noun. Here the sentence is like this. We should use ill with verb like he fell seriously ill, I felt ill, they felt ill. So here replace ill with sick. 3. People tend to be less imaginary as they grow older. Here the wrong word is imaginary. We should use imaginative. Why? Imaginary means unreal, impractical, not practical, not going to be true. These are all the meanings. It is all fictitious. Whereas the sentence tells us that as people grow old, they lose to be creative, they cease to be new, novel, and active. So, all these words creative, new, novel, these are all the words for imaginative. Hence, use imaginative in place of imaginary. Another example for imaginary. Don't live in an imaginary world. One more example for imaginative. He is a very imaginative writer. It means he is a very creative writer. Sentence 4. I think I shall imitate my friend and join the Readers Club too. Here the error is imitate. We should use copy. Why? Imitate is doing the same thing in the same way, whereas copy is doing the same thing not in the same way. I hope you understand. Let me give you an example for imitate. He tried to imitate the actor's voice and mannerisms. What is it? He is doing in the same way the other person, the actor, has done. So, say copy in place of imitate. 5. Some of those who can't find a job decides to emigrate. Immigrate is the word. Friends, in this sentence we have two errors. One is decides. It should be decide. Why? The subject is some of those, which means it is plural. The verb should be plural, hence remove s from decides. The other error is it is not immigrate, it is emigrate. The difference is immigrate means to come into our country. Emigrate means to leave the country. If any American comes to India, he is immigrating. If any Indian goes to America, he is emigrating. I hope you see my point. Sixth, he said that money was not important for him. The answer is he said that money was not important to him. Why? Whenever we want to say that some people or we ourselves We think of something a lot, we care about something a lot, we use to after important. There is a human object like him. If you don't have a human object, you can go for far. An example, English is very important for our career. Here, the object is career, not a human being like he, she, or somebody. Hence, important to will be the correction. 7. They want to visit the north of India in this summer. The error part is in. Don't use in when you talk about speed, duration in sentences. You can just say this summer, this winter, this week, like that. An example, we have the English class 4 times a week. It is not in a week. He visits his native place twice in a month. No, twice a month. Then, eighth, nowadays young people wants to be independent from their parents. Friends, here again we have two errors in the eighth sentence. One is young people is plural, hence the verb should be want, not wants. The second error is independent from. No, it should be independent of. Why? The reason is when you are not dependent on somebody or something, you should use independent of, not from. You can use from when the word is separated. He recently got separated from his parents. He recently got separated from his parents. So avoid from after independent in this sentence. Ninth one. Some students are under great pressure indeed. Here we should add one more word. Why? If a sentence has indeed, we should use the word structure like this. How? Very, adjective, noun plus indeed. I repeat, very, adjective, noun plus indeed. So add very after under. I read the sentence. Some students are under very great pressure indeed. The last one, friends. Some think that longer prison sentences would influence on criminals. Here, on is not necessary. Why? The word influence is both a noun and a verb. When you use influence as a noun, you can use on after it. But if you use influence as a verb, you need not use on. Example, they had a great influence on them. It is okay because influence is a noun. And this sentence, influence is verb. Don't try to influence them. An example for you. So here influence does not need on. These are the 10 sentences which I wanted to share, so I have done now. And fortunately the video has ended within 9 minutes.